What's up YouTube, everybody watching this video? In this video tutorial, I'm going to take you right over the shoulder and show you how to rank and rent websites. I'm going to break it down for you, and I'm also going to share live one of my rank and rent websites. Now, if you're new to my channel, I make business tutorials just like this one. I also give business advice from experience, and I talk about personal development. If you like that type of information, definitely click that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. If you watch to the end, you're going to see one of my rank and rent websites, how I'm making money from it, and how you can learn this skill as well. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen and I'm going to take this slow from the top in case you're a beginner, and I have some notes here as well, and you're trying to start a rank and rent website. So what is a rank and rent website? And I'm going to give you an example. I'm actually going to show you one of my rank and rent websites. Now, if you type in Long Island photo booth rentals, we're just going to type that in. Right here, number one in the maps, not the ad, just so you know, in the search engine, if you see ad, these are people who are paying Google for clicks on their ads. This is an organic map listing. This is the website that I own. And then also right here. And now this website, I'll show you it real quick. We design our websites a very specific way, not only for optimization to rank in Google. And if you're familiar with rank and rent websites or using SEO, which is search engine optimization, you'll understand the power of this. So we get a lot of leads from this. We optimize it a certain way for conversions also to get opt-ins here, specific information, and also to get phone calls and to really be mobile optimized because a lot of searches come from the phone. And I'll just jump in real quick. I just want to show you this. These are leads that are coming in. You can see January over here. We're in January of 2020. You see all the leads just in January coming in. They fill out that form on the website I just showed you. So here's a 60th birthday. They tell you where they are, some information. This way the photo booth partner of ours can actually get back to them and try to sell them. And then we also get phone calls. And on all of the websites that we build out for rank and rent, we track the phone calls. And I'm gonna make you understand the power of this and the whole concept if you're a beginner. So just sit tight, but I want to show you this, that this is a site that we're using to make money every month. So here's our call tracking software right here. And you'll see in January of 2020 all the phone calls that are coming in, and we record them, we can listen back to them. And again, this is all coming from this rank and rent website. And it's because we're building websites and we're also optimizing other platforms around the website. There's social media platforms, also the Google business listing, so that it ranks in the search engine when people type in certain things. And I'm going to show you another example of this real quick. So if we come over to Google, I want you to understand that every single day people are using their phone and using their desktops to search on Google for services, for products, right? And when we're talking about rank and rent websites in the local market, we want to find local businesses that can use our service. And what I mean by that is I started a photo booth business, right? And I'm sure you're familiar with photo booths. People are using them for their weddings, for their corporate events, for the holiday parties, for sweet 16s, for birthdays, right? So this is a very popular thing. So I started this site as a case study to build it and rank it in Google for anyone that's typing in any type of photo booth rental terms, because now I know that you want to rent the photo booth in Long Island. Now, Long Island is a city that's in New York that's very congested. It's very competitive. There's millions of people here. So if you're just starting out, one of the rules I have for you, and remember, I have a whole over-the-shoulder training that you can get more information down below about rank and rent websites. I'm putting that link down below. You can learn more about it. I have over-the-shoulder training where I've videotaped every step of the way of me doing this process, me and my team. So if you want to check that out, it's down below in the link in the description. You can check that out. Now, with that said, I want to move forward and just let you understand, if you're a beginner, people are going over to Google and searching things. Now, another good example of another niche is like bed bugs. people have bed bugs, right? That's like an emergency thing. They want to get rid of the bed bugs. And let's say bed bugs in New York City. Maybe you want to come in and build a piece of property for Bed Bugs Exterminator, New York City. Now, people have bed bugs. They're in New York City. We would optimize a website like this one, bestbedbugexterminatornyc.com. And we would be generating phone calls and leads every single week for an exterminator. So we would own this piece of real estate. Think about it like a physical piece of real estate. If you bought a house and you wanted to rent it out, you'd buy the house first, maybe fix it up a little bit, invest in it, and then rent it out and get monthly income. Same exact thing. You would do your research and plan it out on what niche you're going to go in. That's the first step, is picking a niche. I use the photo booth niche as an example. Would I suggest to jump into that right away? No, I would go with something more into the home improvement or home service or emergency type of services. Bed bugs is definitely something that's great because there's big payouts for people who are doing bed bug extermination. And then I would also start off not going into a city like New York City because it's very, very competitive. I would start in a city that has maybe like 100 to 200,000 people in population. And I'll show you an example of that in a second. But this is in a very big city, New York City. This is for pretty much of an emergency type of home service. Bed bug exterminator could also be for a business. Great keyword term. Definitely very competitive in New York City. But if you're able to build a property, a website, and a Google business listing, which is right in here in the maps, for this keyword term, you would be generating phone calls every week for a very valuable term. That way you can actually rent out your website and your space and send those phone calls over to an exterminator. Now, once you set this up, and there is a process to it, and I'm going to get into that, just so stay to the end, you can actually easily rent this out once you can prove that your site is getting phone calls and leads every single week. That's the easy part once you build that. It's being able to build this. Also keep in mind, when you learn this skill set, not only can you build your own properties and their assets because you own them, you can also offer this service to local businesses. I have local businesses that pay our agency because we help position them on page one for their terms. Let's say they do roofing. We help them get for their terms for roofing, roofing repair, roofing installation, roofing services, new roof installation, all those type of terms. We position them on page one so that we generate them phone calls and new business. Okay, so this skill set you can also offer to other businesses. Not only can you invest in your own properties, this is a real skill set. Now, there is work involved. You have to know what you're doing. You have to be willing to put the work in, but it's such a great investment, especially when you're investing in your own digital piece of real estate, because you put the work in. Once it's ranking, you can pretty much rent it out every month or sell the leads that that site is generating and make profits every month. So how do we go about building these sites? Well, the first thing is, like I mentioned earlier, is optimizing the site for certain keywords. So we would do keyword research. So for photo booths, I'm just going to put it up in here real quick, and we use a couple different keyword tools to get our keywords. So I'm just going to type photo booths Long Island, and you'll see there's our site again. Now I have in here keywords everywhere installed. It's now a paid Chrome extension, and you'll see right here about 110 people a month it's saying, if you read right here the volume. And this is not completely accurate. It's saying about 110 people a month search this term. That's just one variation of the term. There's also people probably typing in photo booth rentals Long Island, wedding photo booth rentals Long Island, wedding photo booths Long Island wedding photo booths, right? So we want to take all those terms and optimize our site for it. And then also in keywords everywhere, you see how it's saying mirror photo booth rental Long Island. So people are typing that in. This keyword's letting me know what other people are typing in. We also get keywords from down here in the searches related to what I typed in. So you want to make a huge list of all these keywords. You can also go in and use Google Keyword Planner to get keywords. Again, we're using multiple different softwares to get these keywords. We make a list, and our ultimate goal is to rank for these keywords in Google, the #1 search engine where everyone's searching, so that we can generate calls. So you're investing in a website and your Google business, which are pieces of digital real estate. You're pretty much renovating them and putting them in the good neighborhood where all the traffic is, where everyone wants to be. And that's what makes it worth money. That's what makes it a really great asset for you. And you're doing this on a budget that is not like if you're investing in a home. If you were to buy a home, especially if you're talking about New York City, you're talking about hundreds and hundreds of thousands, if not millions, and then you're renting out the place, or selling it to try to flip it and stuff. This is the same type of concept, but on a level of digital real estate. And I show this over the shoulder in my training, and again, that training's down below if you want to check it out. But it's work. It is work, but it's a true skill set. Not only that you can invest in assets, but you can take it to the next level and also offer the service to local clients and do this for them and make a monthly retainer as well. So I'm showing you that we first do keyword research. We find a niche like photo booth. We find a city. Again, if you're a beginner, I suggest you look for a city between 100 to 200,000 population. So if we look at Fort Collins in Colorado, this is a perfect example. We'll look at Fort Collins population. Perfect. It's in Colorado. It's not as big as ranking for Colorado, those type of keywords, but 165,000 people are in it. That's where I like to be around, especially if you're starting out. I know there's some people there. You would pick a vertical that is in the home services. It could be roofing. It could be extermination. And the first thing you want to do is build a website and purchase your domain name. And again, if you're really new, I'm going to try to take this slow, but a domain name is just a website name of your website. So right now we'll type in this: bed bugs removal Fort Collins. And for an example, here is a website, denverbedbugtreatment.com. That's the name of their website. That's their domain name, denverbedbugtreatment.com. Here's their website. The next thing we want to do is, once we purchase a domain name, one, we want to think about keywords being in the domain name. So if I was going after Fort Collins bed bugs or bed bug removal Fort Collins, I would try to go purchase that domain name. That's the first thing. Second thing is we want to optimize the on page. We want to make sure there's content there. And again, I would optimize this differently than what they did. I would make it more how our site's laid out. Again, we just have a proven system and process from testing different things out. We know this performs well, this type of layout. And we want to make sure that we have a nice article on there, images, everything's optimized. Now, the way we also go about that is success leaves footprints. So if Google is rewarding this website and ranking them high for keywords that we want to be on, I'm going to reverse engineer the competition. I use different tools such as Majestic, Ahrefs. I don't want to get too technical and go over your head, but we reverse engineer to see what their website has that Google likes. If I was going after Fort Collins bed bug removal, bed bug exterminator, here's one of the competitors that are at top of page 1. I know they're getting some leads from this because I know it's definitely a service that people are searching for, especially in a nice city that's around the 100 to 200,000 population. Again, I would do my keyword research. I would use the tools that I mentioned earlier, make a nice list of those keywords, design a nice optimized article around those keywords. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Ahrefs. This is one of the tools. And I'm going to plug in the competitor's website. And I want to see what kind of backlinks they have. Now, backlinks are just links from other websites that refer back to your website. And these are links that we're going to build. We build these type of links for trust. We build these type of links for authority. And in time, this is what helps also our website rank. So I would click on backlinks, and here we go. Now it's showing me some of their website backlinks. So I see Hot Frog. They're listed on Hot Frog. I'm actually familiar with Hot Frog. And what it would do is it says Denver Bedbug Exterminator. I'm looking at this. Here we go. So here is a link back to their website right here. If I click on this, it goes over to their website, right? So that's considered a backlink. Any links on other websites that are pointing back to your website. So when you're looking to rank and rent, the first thing we're trying to do is optimize our site, not only just because we want to rank, but for conversions, and then we want to start building links over to our website. And it's a good sign. Remember I said success leaves footprints. If our competitors are ranking for keywords that we want to rank for in order to get phone calls and traffic, it's a good idea to look at what they're doing. And we'll do things in our formula, not only to look at the competitors, and now I would go over to HotFrog and get a listing just like they have. I want to get a listing just like them. But I also know from experience and from the process we have, we're going to power up our website with even better links. These are ones that we would get, but I also have our ways that we teach and that we train and that we do from experience to really power up our site on another level. But I would go and get a listing just like they did on HotFrog. I would come back to Ahrefs. Let's see some of their other websites. So I'd come look for some more links. You see, I could see some of the links they have. Let's click on this one. Here's City Squares. Let's see where their backlink is over here. I'm looking for it. Here we go, right here, website. This links over to their website, so I want to make a listing on City Squares. I want one of those. I'll take my time to build that. Handyman reviewed. Let's see what they got over here. It looks like they got a blog post, right, about 6 best options for pest control in Denver. Very optimized blog post in one of these. Let's see. Here it is. Denver bed bug treatment. There's the website. They got mentioned right there. So they're getting a nice backlink from there. So I want to try to see if I could contact them. I see contact us. I would contact them and say, hey, how do I get my pest control service on your website? Ask them. They might want money. They might want me to write an article for them and a brief bio. Who knows? But I want to get on here as well too if I can. So I reach out to them. Any way I could get on to the same websites they're on, I'm building links over to my site. So I'm using Ahrefs. This is a paid tool, but we're reverse engineering the competition to build those same links. We want to build relevant links, and if our competitors have backlinks that are helping them rank, remember, success leaves footprints. We want to follow these footprints and get the same type of links. That's definitely something we want to do if we wanted to rank for Fort Collins, bed bug exterminator, bed bug removal, Fort Collins, all those type of terms. Remember, we're using the keyword tool. We'll build a list. We build our site out. We use WordPress to build the sites out. I just like WordPress. I'm very good with it. And we're very good with the back end of WordPress on how we optimize all of our websites. We have a system. We have it down. And we just have a process. So we build our WordPress website out. We optimize the on-page. We optimize it for conversion. Then we start building trust links. We build social links. And then we build power links. And then we keep repeating this process until we are dominating and ranking where we want. Then phone calls are coming in, and then boom. We now know that this asset is worth money. We reach out to a bed bug exterminator in the city we're at, and we say, listen, we're getting phone calls. We can't keep up with them. You want more business? And it's really that easy. Some people will say no, don't get me wrong, but there's going to be a lot of people that are interested in more business, especially if you're in the right vertical and niche. So I hope that makes sense on what I'm showing you. If you're a beginner, leave some comments down below. Ask some questions down below. If you want real training and you want to take this serious, yes, it is work. This is a real business model. There's work involved. You're going to learn search engine optimization. It's one of the most powerful skills you can have on the internet. And we're starting on a small local level, but this can go onto a national or affiliate level. I have websites that we rank for e-com, for affiliate commissions, right? But on the local level, it's very powerful as well. And once you have this skill set, you can also offer it to local businesses and make more money as well. But I'm talking about right here, rank and rent method. This is how you do it. This is how we do it. Build out, optimize a website just like the one I showed you, our photo booth website. We planned it out. We picked our domain name. You notice we have a keyword in there, photo booth rentals. We optimized an article and content and images. We optimized it with a phone number that we track every single phone call coming in. We see every phone call coming in. We know it's working. This is what works on all of our sites across the board. People will also fill out this form. It has a nice optimized article and content on it. And then what did we do? We put some more targeted content on there about photo booths, but we started building links. We build the same links that our competitors were doing, like I showed you earlier, and then we also build some other powerhouse links for the site to get it to page 1 so that we start ranking. And not only are we ranking the website, we also try to go and rank social media profiles as well on page 1 and a Google business listing. What does this do for us? If people are typing in photo booth rentals Long Island, wedding photo booth rentals Long Island, Sweet 16 photo booth rentals Long Island, corporate photo booth rentals Long Island, corporate photo booth Long Island corporate photo booth rentals, all those different ways of typing it in, and we're positioned there in the maps and on page 1, and everyone's finding us and even calling for a quote, there's a big chance that our client partner is going to be very happy with closing a few of those every month. So that's how it works. And again, there's so many different niches and verticals. I go over that in other videos, and especially in my training on picking verticals and niches, picking the right city to be in. That's why I can't stress enough, if you're just starting off, I want you to taste a little success. Start off with a city of about 100 to 200,000 people in population. Make sure you pick and plan out a vertical, such as, let's say, photo booths. Go down that niche, do keyword research, make a list of the different keywords, optimize your images and articles, and really plan out to start building, reverse engineering competitors, seeing what they're doing, where they're listed, where they're getting backlinks from. Get the same backlinks, power it up, give it some time. Again, that's why I'm not encouraging you to go into competitive spaces, especially what I'm seeing with Google's algorithm. If you have a brand new website, and when I say brand new, like if you just go through our training, if you're just setting up your first website and it's brand new, you do need a little bit of an age now. They're not going to let you rank in 2 days, okay? You can't just throw up a website, throw an article on, and then the next day you're ranking. You would have to have the most uncompetitive keyword terms to do that, and that's not going to get you the results you need. So when you're picking this stuff up, just know that this is a real business. You're going to be investing some time, a little bit of money, and really building and developing a skill that I can't tell you has made me a lot of money, and also is just a great skill to have in understanding, especially where the internet is going now. So I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions at all, please put them in the comments down below. If you want to see other additions to this, I'll make other videos. Tell me what you want to see. Put those questions down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found value in it. If you did, please share it with anyone you think would like this. Like it, give it the thumbs up, and also subscribe if you like these type of videos. Again, I left a link in the description down below to access the Digital Real Estate Secrets course. You could click on that link, find out more about it. Again, this is a course that shows you a live training of exactly what we went over today, step by step, doesn't miss a beat. Down below, click that link, check it out, leave a comment down below, share this, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.